So, well, I'll tell you the story. I'm going to be working on actually showing you. So, for for the past, I'll say for the past 6 months, I've been working. Yeah, for the past 6 months, I've been trying to make a Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse podcast. This is something this is an idea that I've had for a while to kind of just make a Spider-Man tabletop actual play podcast, because there's not any out there. Like, nobody has ever thought of making a tabletop podcast about Spider-Man, one of the most popular, I say, superheroes in the world. Like, anybody can recognize Spider-Man, anyone knows Spider-Man, and you're telling me that nobody has made a tabletop actual play podcast where they play in the multiverse as different versions of Spider-Man. Across the Spider-Verse is the perfect premise for a tabletop RPG, and I just can't believe nobody has done it before. Like, I'm so baffled by that, first of all. Like, I am incredibly baffled by the fact that nobody has ever thought, because I've been looking this up. I've been trying to look it up and look it up and look it up to see if I could find a actual play podcast. And nobody has done it. Nobody. There is a couple Marvel Universe tabletop RPG podcasts where it's it's essentially the Avengers, and then you got Spider-Man. But the thing is that Spider-Man is usually a loner character. Sometimes he's in certain teams, but truly he works better with himself. Like, people who are like him or share the same values. A little bit narcissistic from Spider-Man, but to be honest, the Spider-Verse concept in the comics has truly made it an incredible click, because they made it so that, like, Spider-Man essentially has this team of other Spider-Mans, and that's really cool. And you got so many media trying to capitalize on that. We got the movies, we got the animated Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, not Spectacular Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, trying to capitalize on that. You thought I was dead, but I have returned. Yeah, no, Nate is back. You're back. Welcome back. Talking about the fact that I've been, like, in the past 6 months, I've been trying to create a tabletop Spider-Man podcast. Tabletop Spider-Man podcast. But I haven't been able to find essentially anywhere in the internet a tabletop a tabletop RPG podcast, an actual play about the Spider-Verse. Like, the Spider-Verse is the best, such a good plot device. I mean, we got the movies capitalizing on it, with the Ultimate Spider-Man capitalized on it. We had, like, even the live action movies with Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire all together in one place. all these spaces have capitalized on the Spider-Verse, but not tabletops. Tabletop RPGs, like, the Spider-Verse would work so well for tabletop RPGs. I love the Spider-Verse. Also, hey boss, I'm working right now. Hello there, Kraken. Kraken is the voice of Sam. If people don't know, right here in the chat, I even made my own Spider-Man. Yeah, no, exactly. That's another thing, right? Capitalizing on the fact that when the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie came out, there was a whole a bunch of people creating spider personas. So many people creating spider personas. So you would think that someone out there like either created a tabletop RPG based on the Spider Verse concept, or made an actual play, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Man on using Masks, the New Generation, or using D&D, or whatever. Just whatever system, but a podcast, actual play, or a YouTube series about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Nobody has done it, and it's baffling to me. It's baffling. Glances at my Spider-Sona / villain. D&D Spider-Man, I'm down. Yeah, dude. So, I've been working on this. I've been trying to find the voice actors. Finding voice actors is hard because of my schedule. And because for this project specifically, I cannot afford to pay anyone, because I'm paying people right now in the Epithet erase, you know, whole thing. Right now, we're working on Epithet. My main focus right now is working on the Epithet erase fan series. That's my main focus right now. That's my dead on set point focus. But I cannot work on one thing at a time, or I will get burned out. So I have to work on different little projects to keep my head stimulated, because ADHD brain, and I need to work on something else right now, because it's driving me insane that I have all this free time where I'm not doing things, because as a person with ADHD, you struggle sometimes doing one task because you're driving your go and watch the Jaden's animation of I found out I have ADHD, and you'll understand what it's like to have ADHD on a daily basis as a creator. It is really hard, and yes, I am trying to see if I could get some Adderall at some point in my life, because that sounds cool, to be able to focus on one thing at a time and just do the task. Anyways, go and check out Jaden's animations ADHD video. That's really cool. I don't have to explain it. She's gonna explain it for you. I know teach every you can use to help with the Spider-Man base character creation. Oh no, I'm gonna use my own system, just because it's really simple for me, and for just I want to keep using my system so I can eventually release it and have other people play it, but release it, actually release it. But yeah, no, I'm gonna use my own. But anyways, point is, it's really hard to focus on one thing at a time. So when you have as a person with ADHD, when you have two or three projects at the same time, it forces you to do the other project, because you don't want to do the other project. So it's like a cycle of oh, I'm gonna do this project because I don't want to do this, or it's not that I don't want to do it, it's that I want to do it, but my brain just doesn't let me do it, because it is dreading the fact of how many tasks I'm gonna have to do to get to that project. So it's kind of okay, I'm gonna push myself. It's kind of like me making a contract with my brain of if I'm not working on this project, I work on this other project. If I'm working on this project, I'm working on the other project. The Kraken says, I was on Adderall, but then the one thing I would focus on all day was not what I needed to focus on. Would reach everything about butterflies rather than cleaning. Then my body started rejecting the meds and got really sick. Ha 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 ha. So I've heard, I heard that maybe that could be a dosage issue. Because supposedly like what they're supposed to do when they give you Adderall is that they keep essentially, oh, did that dosage work? No, it didn't. Okay, we have to give you this dosage. That dosage work? No, we have to give you a different dosage. So for some people, it just automatically works. But for other people, it has to be like adjusted or whatever. But I've also heard that where it's like, oh, I can focus on one thing now, but it's not the thing I wanted to focus on. That is really funny. Nath animations. My Spider Sona is Panhandle Spider-Man, Spider-Man who lives in the Panhandle. AMD, basically useless due to a Panhandle being flat and barely any tall buildings. He just points to where the villain is. That suit is lime green and black. That's really funny. That's really funny. Anyways, Spider-Man thing. Yeah, so I've been trying to work on this project. I really want to make it possible. I want to make it a thing. I want it to be out there in the universe. Um, and so I've been looking for people. And finally, a couple of months ago, I was able to lock down 3 people. I was able to lock down 3 people, 3 different people, to play Spider-Man characters. I'm gonna show you the pictures of how the Spider-Man characters I drew look like, and like the characters that they were gonna play, because I really love these characters and I want to talk about them. And people kept asking why my suit was so weird, so I gave him an explanation. That's funny. We tried a bunch of different dosages. It ended up not taking meds. It worked at first really well, but then everything went hurrah, lol. I don't take meds. My just sparky now. Sparkling now. Yeah, no, meds are not for everyone. Like, and it becomes a hassle and everything. I think that truly meds are not for everyone. There's people, you just gotta know your brain and learn how to treat yourself into, being able to achieve the things that you want. Like, I want to try it because if it works for me, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Kraken, you awesome. I hope you're doing healthy. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, where was I? Yes, recruited people. I did it. I made it. I was like, yes, I did it. I have these people. I have everything ready, but suddenly, disaster striked. I'm joking, but my dad decided to come and visit me. So I had to put everything on hold because, so my dad also, I believe that he also has ADHD, and every time he comes to visit, he makes a lot of plans, and then we're just doing those things just every day without stop. And like, we're moving from here, we're moving from there, we gotta visit this place, we gotta do this thing, and I can never adjust my schedule when my dad's around. But he's like, he's got non-diagnosed ADHD, so I can't do anything about it. So point is, I had to put everything on hold. So even though I had the people to start, I had to be like, hey guys, I'm not gonna be able to do it. But the problem is, I thought I did that, but I actually forgot to really say that. So that was on me, honestly. Like, at least I think I did. I think I forgot. No. I don't know if I forgot to. I forgot to say it, like, to say, hey, my because I warned the rest of the team in the Epithet Inscribe group Like I warned them all that, hey, we're gonna put the project on pause because my dad is coming, and I'm gonna have to we're gonna be sharing time together and all this stuff. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna have to just pause it for now. Um, so we did. We paused the essentially the production of like episodes, and we haven't technically started them yet because I'm working on the script. So I've been trying to catch up with the month I um essentially was completely MIA. And so during that period of time, then I sent a message to this group that I had um, called upon for the Spider-Verse thing. I told them, hey, there's stuff going on, personal life, whatever. I'll let you guys know if we can continue this project or not. So essentially that is what happened. Um, essentially. Um, and today was supposed to be the day that we were going to record the pilot episode, so the first episode of that show. And it was a disaster. We were not able to actually record the episode at all. At all. Nathan says, Evil Bunny says, moved into Ren Plays. I am nervous but excited. Oh, pilot. That's awesome. I am so happy for you. I hope that everything goes well, because right now, dude, renting is so expensive. I am moving very soon to a new apartment where it's just gonna be like $900 a month. I'm really hoping that helps me stay stable with no problems, because I have been having a couple of problems with paying my apartment on time and stuff like that. It has been a nightmare, to be honest with you. I do not wish it on anyone. It's so hard, bro. Being an adult is hard. But yes. Anyways, I was trying to get together the people to just start today, right? Just start the recording, and I'm gonna start. I need you guys to stall for me here, because I want to show you guys some screenshots, just so we can follow the narrative here, because it is really really incredible what I had to go through today. It was really fun. I had lots of fun today. I'm saying to stall just because I need to like cover names and such. I just think this is so, like, I just knew that I had to come here and just talk about it, because like I literally have no one else to talk about this with, and I just couldn't, stay quiet about this, because it's like, it baffled me, because in my 10 years I've never had an experience like this, guys. 10 years of doing this, of like hiring people for voice acting roles and stuff like that. this has never happened to me. Thankfully I've never had like the horror stories or stuff like that with anyone. But today I kind of had that horror story. You know, this is my first like internet horror story, to be honest. And I was like, wow, that was well, that was crazy. And we were not able to record the episode. So that was fun. Like, I essentially like wasted my time. And I wasted this other person's time because so the problem were two people that came in. And like let me show you, I guess let me show you the characters first so that you guys have an idea of the characters. And we can go from there. Hold on. Because I just find this really crazy. And you guys tell me if I am the jerk in the story. Like, you guys can decide if I am the jerk or not. This is am I the jerk, but not on Reddit, you know. Just a shoelace epithet race. Okay. So let me put in the characters first because I really wanted you guys to see the characters just for fun, but also to explain who's playing who and all that, just so you guys have it in your minds. And we're gonna call them by those characters' names, just because I don't want to reveal anyone's names or anything like that. I want to keep it all anonymous. We're just gonna use the character names. Just because I'm not here to blast anyone or anything like that. I'm just here to vent. Hold on. I'm trying to sign this stuff. Where are you, Spider-Man? Where are you, Spider-Man? Spider people. Hold on. Ooh, I can't find it. Hold on. Where are they? I thought they were around here. Hold on. Spider-Man. I want pictures of Spider-Man! I'm so excited to play Jonah Jameson. I'm so excited. Like, cause I love his character so much. I think it's so funny. Hold on. Come on. I remember having the characters in my computer. What's going on? Okay, they are on my desktop, but I don't see them here. That's weird. Did I put them in here? Is that what I did? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, here they are. Finally, I found them. I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry for making you wait. You guys don't deserve that. You guys don't deserve me making you wait. You guys are awesome. You guys don't deserve that. And I am still doing it. Okay. And we got the last. This bracket right here. Okay. So let's get them all together in one place. These two characters. Where are them? Okay. Mass. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ba-da-dum. You know what I mean. Ba-da-ba-dum. The world is turning and I see you in my eyes. Oh, oh, ooh, I got nothing to tell you. I got nothing to say. I think the world is changing and I'm going So insane. La da da dum. Okay, I'm almost done, guys. I'm preparing the screen so you guys can see the characters. I was trying to prepare these things before, but my internet and my computer do not like me today. They are being really annoying. They're not helping me. So I'm sorry for that. I am very, very sorry for that. Hold on. And we're almost there. And we're almost there. And we're almost there. And we're almost there. So I can't show you so many things at once. So I'm gonna choose what I need to show you one by one, thing by thing. I kind of want to show you everything at once, and I can't do it. Okay, let's save this. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Okay, Nate says, and I will wait 500 hours, and I will wait 500 more just to be the gateway. 500 hours to get the thing right now. And I will wait 100 hours. Nice. Nice. Totally based. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Screen 1. Let's go with screen 1 and move on so you guys can actually see it. Come on! This is taking a while. Again, my computer's not cooperating today, so I'm really sorry about that. Let's see, custom background. Let's go over here. Pictures. Look over here and drop these in. Okay, we did it, guys. Finally, you guys can actually see them. Here you go. These are the characters. These are the characters. And their names. The names are this woman right here. Her name is Shelby, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are my own characters, and I forget their names. Don't judge me. I have a hard time remembering names. Okay, so this character over here, her name is on the top, Shelby. That's Shelby. Right here we got Wendy. Wendy, I always remember Wendy. And then over here we got Albert. Yep, that's his name, Albert. So it's full names, Albert Anderson. That's him. We got with this cute ray of sunshine, we got Gwendolyn Webb, and over here we have Shelly. What's her last name? Yeah, Shelby Smith. So, Ben 10. You're like, Ben 10? No, it's not Ben 10, but yeah, I think her name starts with a G. Gwendolyn. Wendy is Gwendolyn, which is actually a name, but the Ben 10 one is Gwendolyn, and her abbreviation for her name is Gwen. But no, this is Wendy. So we're gonna call the people in the story by their character names. Because I think that's the simplest way to anonymize them. So yeah, let's begin with that. So we got these characters being played by these people. They were supposed to play them today. Today we were supposed to start. But we didn't because of this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What was that? What did I say about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? TMNT. What did I say about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Spider-Man, dude. What? I'm so confused. Okay. So, we got our next screenshot. Hello, Ryan. Yeah, we can see you in chat. Wow. Ryan Stone. Cool name. Okay. I have never seen a stream before. What you guys doing? Oh, so I am telling a story. So there's a lot of context to it that I've already went through. We're talking about the fact that today was gonna be a recording. A recording on. I was gonna be recording a show about Spider-Man, a Spider-Verse actual play podcast. Because there's no non-existence of its kind, and I thought that was baffling because the Spider-Verse is such a great concept for a tabletop game, for an experience. But here we go. We're starting the drama, guys. We're starting the drama. The drama. I've never done this drama thing before. We're starting the drama. Here we go. So hold on, let me put this away. And yeah, so here we go. Wait, hold on, I want to make sure I can still hear myself. Okay, so. Hello, Gabriel. Sonic X. I just love that Daniela is just here going like, just telling us different show names. That's really funny. But yes, here we go. So I sent this on Discord. So we made a Discord group, and I sent a, for today to record, I sent a Zoom link because, you know, I usually use Zoom, or not usually, but all the time, I use Zoom to record individual audios from each performer. Because the cool thing about Zoom is that when you pay for the subscription, it allows you to record each of the microphones that are coming in to the call. So that means that you don't get to experience that, like where people are talking over each other. You can just edit that out, because like essentially you can just move the audio a little bit, and whatever is delayed, it gets corrected. we fixed it. Awesome, because technology exists and it's really cool. So I sent this to them because I'm like, yes, we're gonna start this recording today, right? And I get the following messages. Now, first we're gonna start with the message that our friend here who is playing, our friend here is playing Wendy. Wendy is gonna be the good guy in this story. Wendy is the good guy. I am baffled throughout the story, but Wendy's gonna be our good guy, and I'm so glad because she's embodying the spider character she's playing. That's awesome. So Wendy's gonna be our hero. They move the audio over each other while combining the hearing factor, so you hear what they say at different times, but it's edited out in the rec. No, so essentially, well, I don't know if that's a question, but essentially it records individually each. I don't know if you're saying that as a statement. If it's a statement, that's really cool. If it's a question, then no. What I'm saying is that it kind of just records each. So usually when you're doing whatever in other like calling things in Discord or any other place, and you record audio for Discord or any other thing, you essentially run into the problem that it's just one audio file because you're recording everything together. But with Zoom, you're able to record all the microphones, and they are essentially, when they are loaded on your computer, they are loaded as individual audio files. And it also has the video recorded. It has an audio recording as well of just the audio all together, all the people mixed together. But then it has a separate audio of all the people in the call. So you can, theoretically, you could just not have one of the people that were talking in the thing. You could just delete them from the conversation and edit around that, and nobody would ever know, right? I'm using that as an extreme example. Spider-Man, that man's the imposter who will respond back. No, he is. Response to Nate. Yeah. Okay. So, never mind that. We get the responses here. We got Wendy saying, awesome sauce. I do have to have a camera, right? I never answered this question, but no, she didn't have to have a camera. We would just be recording our voices. But I wasn't able to answer her question because then I got this one. I thought this was gonna be a Discord call. Okay, we had that first, right? That's not that bad, you know? Yeah, I also, it also wants a code. Not bad. Whatever. High key, don't feel comfortable using Zoom because I would have to change literally my entire profile in order not to accidentally share my info. Can we do this in Discord call? And then we got the other person. Oh, sorry. Let me name who these people were playing because that. Let's like I said, I you know, ADHD. I'm sorry, guys. So this person right here was supposed to be playing Shelby, and this person right here was supposed to be playing Aaron. So let's call him Aaron. Albert. I'm sorry. Albert. They were supposed to be playing Albert. I'm bad with names, guys. Even characters that I make, I am still bad with them. I have ADHD too. I have ADHD too. I get you, man. Yeah, like it's so funny to me that I don't remember the names of the things I create. It's insane to me. I hate it so much. I have to say it multiple times for me to remember the names. So Shelby, and we got Albert, Shelby, and then we got Wendy. Okay, so I already read what Shelby said. I already read by Aaron said, but Aaron said, later. Oh, sorry, Aaron. I guess I'm Aaron. Albert. Albert said, yeah. And mine says it has to update. I rather do this on Discord. Okay. So that seems innocent enough, right? I can say like, yeah, maybe that's my bad. I didn't tell them that we were gonna use Zoom. I could say, hey, that's kind of my bad. I didn't tell anyone we were gonna use Zoom. But the thing is that I've done this before, right? And people would just... I've been doing this for 10 years. And ever since, COVID happened, everyone has a Zoom account. And every time I've dropped a Zoom meeting, everybody has been able to join without any problem. They always ask for the code, but that's fine, right? That's a normal thing, right? But these voice actors who were here to, do like a job, like I could right now, this could just be on me. I could just be like, hey, that's on me, right? Let's do it on Discord, I guess. But no, we couldn't do it on Discord because I need for the whole voices to be on Zoom. So I was like, okay, I need to explain it to them, but I'm not going to be able to explain it to them through a chat. I'm going to be able to call, to actually explain it to them in a call, right? But the messages continued, and you're going to start seeing that, like, from my mistake, right? Maybe it was on me, right? Things start to get a little bit more chaotic. And we'll continue right now. I just need to blur out the names again. Hold on. Distraction. 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 I'm distracting you. I'm distracting you. Okay, I'm pulling it up. Don't worry, guys. Almost done. Almost done. Right? Okay. Okay. So, this is what I answered, right? You guys let me know if I sound like a jerk or not, because sometimes I accidentally kind of sound like a jerk when I'm texting, because I am not good at texting. I'm good at talking. Like, we're talking, I'm good at that, but texting, not my front. Like, not my not good at it. At communicating through it, I have to try, like, super hard. And be very, very specific. And sometimes I kind of sound like a jerk. So I want to know if I sounded like a jerk here or not. When I said this. You guys tell me. But this is what I said next. Let me drop that image. Nate. It's hard enough to remember real people's names when you make people... You have to remember their names too. Yeah, exactly. Distraction song has good beat. Not gonna lie. Thank you. Distraction. Okay, let's drop in the next background, guys. There we go. There we go. We continue our saga here. So, you guys tell me if I sound like a jerk here or not, right? I say, okay. I like, this is how I'm saying it in my head. Okay. I did not know, like, we were gonna have, like, a problem with Zoom. Like, everyone has it, right? And then Wendy over here is like, I'm laughing my you know what off. Uh, and then we got Shelby over here responding. I have it, but like I said, I would have to edit everything in order not to share my personal information. Okay. Shelby says that, and then we got Albert saying same, and then Shelby saying, I almost pulled up my full name on display, right? Okay, there's no problem with that. I have no problem with that. I just go, you just need to change your name. Like, I don't see what the problem is. You just need to change your name. So, oh, that's a good one. Laughing matter's always okay. That's a safe version. That's really good. So like, do I sound like a jerk? Am I a jerk here in this moment, right? Like we haven't gotten into the juicy parts, but this is the context that I have to set up before we talk about everything else. But yeah, it sounds reasonable, right? I'm not like I thought so. Because I'm not. I don't sound like a jerk here. Like, I don't know. You don't sound mean or bad, just sound in between. Okay, thank you. Just neutral. Just neutral, like, well, what's going on? So, hold on. I didn't realize you guys didn't see me. You guys weren't able to see me. You don't sound mean or bad. You just sound in between. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next image. Because this is when the pods turn and things start getting saucy. Things start getting saucy. After I say, you just gotta change your name. So here's the continuation of that. Almost done, guys. I'm almost done setting it up. Don't worry. I'll be there in a sec. And hold on. Okay. You just need to change your name, and then this dropped. This is the thing. This is the golden drama button here. Bro. This dude. Also, no offense. Like, every time you start your sentence with no offense, you're gonna say something offensive. Not all the time, but most of the time. Just try to word what you're gonna say in a way that it doesn't hurt people. Don't start your sentences with no offense. Do better. So, also, no offense, but Zoom is kind of like formal stuff. I don't know why we would use it in the first place. We got over here Wendy going, dang, brain rot. Dang, exactly my feeling. Welcome back. Like, you're just back for the drama. This is the actual drama thing. This is where the drama starts. So, drama starts right here. The dude tells me, no offense, but Zoom is kind of like for formal stuff. Like, I don't know why we would do it in the first place. The dude is essentially telling me, hey, your stuff ain't professional. My cat is trying to eat my paint. markers. That's not good for the cat. But this guy literally is telling me, hey, what you're doing is not professional. I'm like, what? What are you talking about, bro? I am professional. I am pro. I've been doing this for 10 years. 10 years, my guy. But yeah, that was baffling to me because, like, I don't know, like, what are you talking about? I didn't know. I was like, that was baffling to me. Hold on. There we go. So that was shocking. But then we go to the next thing. We go to the next thing that's also kind of like, what? Like, it really shocked me. I just can't accept, like, I just can't believe it. It truly did. It's one of the things when I'm like, dude. I'm like, dude, what did I do to you? I'm just asking to get into Zoom. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm not trying to kill anyone here. My gosh. But yeah, so I'm trying to cover everything up real quick. Okay. Okay, guys, hold on. I'm almost there. I'm almost done with my thing of blocking all the names. Blocking all the names. Blocking all the names. Even though, you know, it's Discord, so it's like everybody's not using their real name. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so we're back. Loading up more of the conversation and blurring. You see, loading more or reading the chat. Okay, hi again. Yeah, I'm here. I'm just like loading more of the conversation. Okay. So here we are. I need a sec. My cat just broke my marker. That sucks. Okay. So, I don't know what people can be professional. They take pride at work, even if there are specific types of old lizard or whisper dinosaur. You're such a jerk. Oh my gosh. So, I don't know what they said, what she said no to. If you say pride, and work, it is professional. Exactly. But you get over here, and Shelby's going, no, I don't know what she was saying no to. Um, and then she was like, yeah, what? I still don't know what was in reference to. But then she goes like, what's the point of having a Discord server if you're not gonna use it to call? Why have to use an entirely different platform? And what am I looking at? In what year is she? Why do I have to use a different platform while using Discord? We all do that every day. Like, it's like we have different platforms. As voice actors, editors, and anyone would tell you, like, we all use different platforms for different things. Discord, to me, is the best way to communicate with a bunch of people at the same time in a Discord server. The Discord server is not for calling. Like, calls are not just what a Discord server is for. A Discord server is used to communicate with a large amount of people, with more than one person at a time, in a place where I can control everything as the director and send information and everything. Just because we're using a different platform to record our video doesn't mean that we're not going to use our Discord. Stop complaining about it being on a different place. As long as it's a place, it shouldn't matter. Exactly. I'm like, I really don't understand this. Like, I truly, this was really baffling. It was really baffling. And then it said, join the session, VA, and we started talking. And here's where the drama begins. This was just a setup. This was a setup to the story, guys. As you can see, there's a sneak peek right here from Wendy that goes right here. This is where he outlined it for us. Just a reminder that we are going to be recording an actual play podcast. Previous experience with tabletop RPGs are not necessary. Just the fact that you need to be good at improv is what I said in that message. So it's like, it is insane what I'm about to tell you, because I just couldn't believe it. I was baffled. I was like, what is going on? This is the first time this has ever happened to me. I've never experienced this before in any project I've been a part of. Ever. We had like a bump in the road when it came to like hiring Jimmy and Cindy, because like there were two previous Jimmys. There were and Cindy. There was a previous Jimmy and a previous Cindy, and the Cindy that we had and the Jimmy like did not have any chemistry, or it's like the Cindy was not very good at improv, so we had to let her go. Like, it was not like anything bad or anything like that. It's just like, hey, like, maybe this is not for you. We let her go, and we then hired the Cindy that is with us right now, and they are awesome. The Cindy we have right now is incredible at improv, and you guys know that already. And then we had a problem with the Jimmy, because the Jimmy was being a bit problematic during the recordings. He had no chemistry with the Cindy we have now. It was too chaotic for the character, when the character's supposed to be more of a kind of more a bit more submissive, like type personality, but smart, like very like clever, but not like this cool guy or something like that. So we had that problem with him, so we had to be like, okay, this is not working out. We have to change our Jimmy. And so we changed our Jimmy. We got a new Jimmy, and our new Jimmy is awesome. And Jimmy and Cindy are the best. They are really good together. They have amazing chemistry because, you know, they are they are close in real life, and they have amazing chemistry. Their chemistry is incredible because of that. So, we got a Nate comment right here. I love the new Cindy and Jimmy. Do not replace them. They are perfect. They are perfect. Yes, we were never going to replace our Cindy and Jimmy. Like, if they are not able to continue the show, I don't think I would be able to continue the show. If they were not able to voice them, I don't know if I could go through them. Like, I would have to find people that were even better than them, and I just don't think that's possible. I really don't. Like, it would have to take like a professional to convince me, like a person who worked in, not a professional, sorry. Like, I mean, like someone who has worked in the industry, like someone who has worked in, because I do think the Cindy and Jimmy we have, they're super professional. They're very professional people. I'm just saying, like, I would be only able to hire someone that has been like in an actual TV show, an actual like game, or something like that. Like someone who's like experienced and has like multiple years and stuff like that. That's the only person I would be like, okay, these people are okay. Don't change the voice actors, please. Oh, I would never. That's what I've been saying. I would never change the voice actors. We can't. Like, they are perfect. Like, if I change the voice actors again, I don't think I would be able. Like, if the voice actors we have right now would leave, I don't think I would be able to continue the show. I wouldn't. Like, the only way it would be like if it's like some really like top-notch person came in and be like, I want to work with you, and I would be like, okay, oh, I'll do that, yeah. So like but no, I would never ever think of replacing them. They are perfect. They literally fit the character so well. Anyways, let's get into the drama. Okay, so they joined the call. I'm like, okay. We got them joining the call, and I'm like, hey, the reason why we can't do that, we can't get into, like, we can't record on Discord is because we're not going to be able to record multiple things at the same time. With Zoom is able to record things at the same time. And then I got into a conversation with Shelby about the fact that Zoom is able to record all the voices in separate files, and it was a nice conversation between us. And then everything changed when our friends, are not friends, I guess I would say, Wendy, not Wendy, sorry, Wendy's good, Shelby and Albert, am I calling, okay, I'm calling them the right name. Shelby and Albert started talking, and because I was like, they were not talking, I was like, hey, are your mics working, everything okay? They start talking, but everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Exactly, that's what the reference I was making. But it's like, Shelby and Albert, like, everything changed when they started talking because the mood dropped immediately. Why? Because here's the thing. I made it super clear. Super clear. In every single promotion, in the DMs, in this Discord server, when I was talking to them, I made it really clear, that it was an unpaid job. It was unpaid. I was not going to be able to pay them. That if it was possible, if the podcast began to make any revenue, then I would be able to pay them. You guys know, and I've told you many times, that I am not doing well financially right now. Not in a very good spot. But I am investing because this is the reason. Because I've been investing on this show. That's the reason. That's the reason I haven't been very stable. And also other personal matters. Like, there's been other personal matters that have helped for me not to be very liquid right now. One of them is the price of my apartments are way too high. Way too high. Like, I'm telling you, too much. They raised my Wi-Fi fees to $60 a month. No, I think it was 80. No, it was $85 a month. I'm sorry, $85 a month just for the Wi-Fi fees. Then you had, like, okay, I'm not gonna get into this. Point is, apartment sucks. Too expensive. I'm moving into a better apartment, cheaper apartment that's gonna, like, let me be more stable financially right now, and I'm gonna be able to, you know, start helping and paying more people for, you know, the work we're doing here for the show. Mr. Policeman, I have you all the clues. Yeah. But so the thing is that I told them it was not gonna be a paid gig. It was not paid. The first thing they do in a session where we're supposed to just start recording. We're supposed to be recording, but we were gonna, you know, put everything into perspective to see if it was a problem for them to be in the show or not. Because I was telling them, hey, is it gonna be a problem for you guys to be in the show or not? Is it gonna be a problem? Right? And they wouldn't respond to me, so we had the conversation. The first thing they say is, hey, like, I didn't know, Shelby, this is Shelby. I didn't know that this was gonna be like a commitment. Like, you said, like, it's gonna be like every Saturday, no, like every other Saturday. So I didn't know it was gonna be like this huge thing, like, that was gonna, like, go on forever, like not forever, you know what I mean? It's like that was gonna be, like, serious and, like, was gonna, like, you know, be like a continuous thing. So, like, I was just wondering, since, like, we have jobs and we're, like, taking this time to be here for, like, you said, like, I don't know, like 2 hours, like, can we get paid, like, something? And then, like, you got Albert, because Albert, the thing is that Albert and Shirley know each other, and so they're gaining up on me. And Albert goes like, yeah, that is what we're wondering, and like, yeah, like, are we gonna get paid for this? Because, like, we have jobs. And, like, I'm like, yeah, I so my response to them is, yeah, no, I totally get it. Like, I also have a job, and I also pay bills, and, you know, I also, like, do all the things that you guys are saying. We are all adults, and we literally, all of us in the call were adults. So it's like, that is, like, the worst excuse I've ever heard, right? First of all, like, worst proposal I've ever heard for, like, getting paid anyways. And, you know, that's totally reasonable. And I told them that. I was like, hey, like I totally get it. It's totally reasonable. But maybe this is not like gonna be like the job for you guys. To a Discord mod. To the did you respond? Did you respond these greedy jerks? Did you report these greedy jerks to the Discord mod? Well, I I am the Discord. This is my Discord server, so there was no mods, but I did kick them out and block them. But essentially, I relate to that. I'm like, okay, hey, I totally get it, but here's the thing. Look, right now, the reason why I can't pay you is because I'm trying to build my own like studio right now, and I'm trying to like I am right now paying and for like several different subscriptions to build up my essentially my my studio, and I'm paying people to do the parts, like to be involved, and I am not able to pay them enough. I'm not able to pay them like I want to pay them the world. I want to pay them as much money as they need in their bank account. Like I want to be able to like afford to be like, you know, just like I want to be able to have this amount of disposable income that I can just like throw at people whenever I want help and be like, here you go, help me with this, be my voice actor, be the artist, do this, and here's some money. You're able to live your life and I'll pay you for everything. I want to do that. I legitimately want to do that. Like if I ever become like an ounce of like having enough money to buy a mansion, I am not gonna buy a mansion. I am not gonna do any of that stuff. I am gonna put everything into helping my family, first of all, and the second into building my studio, my online studio, and I'll connect people all over the world to work with me. Not for me, with me. Because I want people to make their own shows, I want people to make their own ideas happen, and all that. Like, I really want to be, like, an enabler for art out there in the world. And it's so, like, I want to pay them, but I literally told them specifically that I wasn't going to be able to. I wasn't gonna be able to. I couldn't, right? And so I tell them like, hey, and I'm gonna be able to do so. Maybe you guys are not gonna fit with this project. And they're like, oh no, hey, we want to, like, we're here already. So like, we want to do the thing. But before we start, this is Shelby again. Before we start, I kind of want to know like what are we doing here? Like what are we gonna be doing? Like, because I just don't like, I'm like, you haven't given us anything. Like, I thought that this thing was dead and it wasn't gonna happen because you kind of like dropped out of the face of the earth, and you kind of just gave me a couple of things just when I was auditioning, but you just didn't give me the information at all, and it kind of just like, I kind of just don't know what we're doing. Like, and I need to know the information because you were not clear and you didn't give us anything to work off. And Albert over there is going like, yeah, that's right. Like, you didn't give us anything, and like we're just wondering like what are we doing here? And then our hero Wendy is over here being like, right here, just a reminder that we're going to be recording an actual play podcast. Previous experience with tabletop RPGs are not necessary, but we are doing a live thing. So, right? Here it is again. Hold on. This is the full thing, but this is the funny, right? Here where you agreed to still do this. I am sorry. So this is the time that she says that I dropped out of the earth. She said that I dropped out of the earth. And it says, I'm sorry. I have been busy. Dad decided randomly to visit me for a month. And then I had to stop doing everything else. I could not believe this person, because I was like, how on earth are you gonna say that I did not warn when it was right there? I did not fall of the face of the earth. I said why I was leaving, like, for a month. Like, I told them why I was leaving for a month. So it's like ridiculous for someone to say that I dropped out of the face of the earth without any explanation. That's not true. That's not factually true. And our friend here, Wendy, was like, here is the factual, here's the fact. So it's like, you can't say things like that and expect not to be like, you know, completely wrong, because you were wrong. Like, that's insane to me, saying stuff like that. Here it is where you agree. It's like, she agreed to this message that I sent. She agreed to it. She was like, yeah, I still want to be a part of this. And then over here, we have Wendy saying right here, when we started, on May 25th, 2024, at 5:32 p.m., I said, just a reminder that we are going to be recording an actual play podcast. Previous experience with tabletop RPGs is not needed, but you will be role-playing the characters. It's basically improv, but with dice. If you can't do that, let me know. Just a reminder, LOL. Nate says, idiots. They can surprise you sometimes by how stupid they are. I know, right? It's like, what were you thinking? I said this whole thing. I sent it twice. I said it twice. And I also DM'd them. I private messaged them with the same message, that if they had any questions, they could ask me. They could ask me if they had any questions. You know what they said? It's like, oh, you, what? Like, you said those things, yeah. Shelby says, yeah, no, I know what a tabletop RPG is. Like, I know what an actual play podcast is. Like, if it's like Critical Role, you know, I know. I mean, I haven't watched Critical Role, but I like know what it is because of clips. But like, don't like. I know you're like talking to me like I'm stupid, but like I am not. Like, I'm just asking you. Like, you didn't give us questions. Like, you didn't give us like anything to work with, anything to work for, right? And I'm like, okay. So I explained to her, I was like, dude, Nath, in one ear, out the other, Moron's still waiting for the stop sign to turn green. Yeah, exactly. And I go and tell them, like, okay, let me explain to you what we're doing here. We're doing an actual play podcast. And what that means, if you knew what it meant, because I asked if you knew what it was. I asked if you knew what it was. If you didn't know what it was, you could have asked the question. They were like, no, I know what it is. I know what it is. I'm like, okay. Well, so if you know what it is, then you know that in the first episode, of an actual play podcast, they do what it's called a session 0. And in a session 0, we talk about the rules and create our characters. That's what we were doing today. We were going to record us making the characters. And then we're like, well, we can still do that. I'm like, no, because we've been having this conversation for an hour. we lost the time. So she goes like, no, because, no, I totally get it. I get that, but like, you gave us characters. You gave us like these characters, but you didn't give us like, you only gave us like their backstory and their name and stuff. But that's not enough for like me to be directed, because like I don't understand like what, like I don't get it, because you gave us these things, but it's not enough. It's not enough to give us these things, because we need to know like what's happening in this show. Like what is this show about? Like what are we doing? And I'm like, well, I solved the hardest parts of this whole thing. This is an actual play podcast. In an actual play podcast, you usually have to come up with your own character. And that's the hardest part. You know what I did? Was make it easier for you. Because I gave you the backstory. I gave you the name. I gave you the character's age. I gave you all these things so that we could make the character today very easily. We could have a conversation between each other, because again, I thought you knew what an actual play podcast was. If you knew what an actual play podcast was, you do not need this clarified. But an actual play podcast, we would be talking about our characters and deciding how are they connected, what's their relationship, all this stuff, and I'm gonna be here guiding you through the rules, guiding you through everything, because that's what we do in an actual play podcast. We set things up. She's like, well, yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. But we can still do it. We can still record today. I'm like, no, I mean, like, if you guys are okay with us starting, I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, but can you explain it? Can you explain it? I'm like, what are you talking about? I already explained it. I literally just explained it to you. Do you want me to go over the rules? Because if I go over the rules, then I'm going to have to do that twice. I'm going to have to go over the rules right now, and I'm going to have to go over the rules later when we're recording. And that's just going to be a waste of time. I try to tell them, and they're like, but I don't get it. Like, what do you mean you're going to have to start over? Oh my gosh. Because we're going to record the thing. We're going to record ourselves building the characters and reading the rules, and I'm like, oh, okay, we can still do it then. Let's start. I'm like, okay, I guess we can, do it. So I start preparing to do it. Okay, I'm gonna read your comments before I get to the next part, because the next part is hilarious. Nath Animation, boy, I say boy, that Morin turning the battle cop that wrong direction. I say the Morin has less imagination than current Disney. Foghorn Leghorn way of saying it. A fish has bigger brains than these morons. AI has a better imagination than him. Yeah, no, this is like, who's been talking the most is a girl, not a guy. It's like a girl. The guy is just agreeing with her. The guy's just going like, yeah. But it's a girl. It's a girl who's been saying all this. It's a she. And so she goes in, and so I say, okay, let's do it then. Let's start then. But before we start, just letting you guys know, um, like you guys are, we're not gonna be cursing in the recordings. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, what? What do you mean, what? Like, what do you mean we're not gonna be cursing? Like, who's this audience for? See, this is the things that you gotta tell us. And then the guy goes in, yeah, you should have told us. Like, you should have told us, like, what audience that we're doing this. And are we doing this for kids? Like, what are your stuff? Like, can you show me what you've worked for before? Can you show me, like, your YouTube channels? I'm like, well, I'm not like a famous person. Like, I've only worked in a couple of things, and only one of my things is getting popular right now. Like Epithet and Scribe is the only thing right now. Like, I'm working on like fan-made projects right now, and it's like, oh, and then she says, Shelby says, oh, so you don't have anything original. I'm like, I just said the opposite. I said that I've been working on things since for 10 years. I've been working on my original things, and very recently, only last year, I started working on fan projects. And I was like, just look, I'm gonna send you guys like some of my videos and some of the stuff, and I send them my videos, I send them my stuff, and they like, oh, I see, okay, but you gotta send us like what is it gonna look like I want to see how one of your podcasts looks like. I'm like, okay, that's the guy, that's Albert saying that, and I send him one of my podcasts, and he's like, okay, and then she goes like, yeah, but you gotta tell us like what's the audience, like, because you're saying PG, right? So like, are we gonna have to like be like Dora the Explorer right now? Where are we gonna go like, hello children, welcome to the Spider-Verse, or like what are we gonna be doing? Because like when you say PG, like, do you mean like, what do you mean with that? Like, I'm like, guys, I literally just said, just no swearing and no sexual like content on my stuff, because I keep it for everyone, E for everyone. And they were like, but like why? Like, that was the guy, Albert was like, but like why? Like, when I was a kid, I was watching stuff like that had like Mario and all this stuff on YouTube, and they were cursing. And they were cursing and on those things, and look at all those shows and stuff like that are cursing. Like, yeah, okay, but me, with my morals, me as a creator, I believe that is my responsibility. This is just my opinion. Not everybody believes this. I don't want them to believe in what I believe. I don't care what they do, but to me, morally, I would feel guilty and bad if a kid saw my content and because of me started cursing or using sexual like innuendos and stuff like that. I believe in innocence. I think that, you know, like, kids like have like a period of growth and they should grow like and doing their own thing, right? I think that's my opinion. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like exposing kids to, like, you know, like curse words or things like this early. I know most kids nowadays, they know it, but I personally don't feel comfortable with putting things out there that can affect, you know, someone in any way. So I try to be as E for everyone as I can. You know, I have done a couple of horror things like the Little Nightmares and all that, but, you know, people know what they're getting into those things when they get into those things. But that's kind of my limit where I'm going like, okay, yeah, but this is fake, you know, that's fine. Whatever. But for me, I have a pet peeve with that. And I also like it's just the normal thing that I do. Multiple shows out there, most of the shows out there, cartoons and shows, don't have swearing. Like, it's not necessary for your narrative, it's not necessary for your story to have swearing. If you wanted to have swearing in your stories, That's fine. Like, I'm not saying, I'm not taking away your freedom of speech. I'm just saying, if you're working in one of my shows, like, you can't swear. And it's like, she's like, oh, okay, whatever. But it's like, I just don't get it. Like, this is like, is this for like kids? Who are you targeting? Like, am I trying, like, what is it? Like, what is too far? Like, and then the guy jumps in again, Albert's like, yeah, like, what is it, like, that you want? What are you looking for? Like, what are the limits relevant? I'm like, okay, guys, oh my gosh, if we're gonna have an argument about every single thing, every time I bring something up, I am sorry, but this is not gonna work out. So I'm sorry, it's just not gonna work out. Have you, like, I'm saying, you guys, I told them, you guys say that you've been working, that you had a job, right? You guys have a job. So in your jobs that you've had in the past, have your employers just like told you exactly what you need to do in your job? And they're like, yes, my manager laid down every single thing I had to do. I didn't have to ask any questions. I just had to lay it, like, he just had laid it down, and that's it. Like, wow, okay. And then our hero, once again of the story, Wendy, stands up again and goes like, guys, like, I have been working as a voice actor for a long time. I'm 21. I've been working on this for a while. Ever since I was 14. Raymond here has been one of the only people that I've had that has given me the most information. You know what I did? I asked him questions. And he answered all of my questions. Every single question that I had, he answered it. And I was ready to start this thing today. I was ready. I came in here ready because sorry, I forgot to say that Shelby was like, I'm sorry, but like, do you have something to say? Do you have something to say? Shelby said to Wendy, and Wendy was like, yeah, I have something to say. And then she started, and this is like, Raymond answered all my questions. I knew why I was here. I knew what I was gonna be doing here. I had all the information I needed to work. I have worked for a long time. I have an actual job. When I had my job given to me, I had to ask the questions. I had to be the one looking for the information because they didn't tell me anything. They were like, do you want this job? And I said yes. All the other voice actors I've worked, all the other directors I've worked for, all that stuff, hey, they have given me some information, and I've had to just take that in and ask questions. That, what Wendy just described, is what I've experienced throughout the 10 years. 10 years of doing this. 10 years. If you have questions about the project, you ask them. Because I am giving you the information that I think is relevant. But if you have information that you want, that is extra, that you think is going to be necessary for the job that you're doing, you ask that question. Shelby was saying that I didn't give her enough information, but I did multiple times. And you guys already saw that. I did. Not only that, I gave her in the DMs. Like I said, gave her the character backstory, gave her everything that she needed to know, because it's a tabletop RPG. Like, you're supposed to take those things and improvise. And Wendy was like, when Raymond was setting everything up, he said that this was going to be improv. And you guys, what do you guys do in improv? You guys come in here with a character and you improv. That's what you do. That's what you do. I gave them a character, improv. Now, they could not understand the concept, and I was like, why did you come here in the first place? And I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I just couldn't deal. So I just kicked them out and blocked them. Am I the butthole? Am I the jerk? Okay, hold on. We got some comments from Nate. Girl was less intelligent than a baby. Okay, let's not offend the person that much, but okay. When I told this girl to go find her mind, she started looking for it. When I told this girl she lost her mind, she still is looking for it. Girl thinks Family Guy is E for everyone. Girl thinks there's no in between Dora and Family Guy. There are multiple age ratings for different things. Shelby has the IQ of a shellfish. By all my roast, I say you are innocent. They just roasted this person. Oh my gosh. Shelby. Oh my gosh. But yes, wow. That was a journey, but we got there. We made it through the journey of telling you the story of how I met your mother. Not really. No, of how I fired 2 people from working on my new show. Yeah. So now I need to look for new people to work on the show. I still have Wendy with me, so that's good. I just need 2 more people, and Wendy's helping me connect with the other 2 people, and I'm really happy about that because, you know, I needed help. I needed some of that help. But yeah. Anyways, goodbye song coming along, yes. Here comes the goodbye song. Let's turn off our background music. Boom. And let's hear everything sounds okay. Okay, we got it. Whoa, 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 ba-da-da-bum. Okay, it looks like I'm breaking up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is raise the volume of my mic and see if that helps it get better. And no, I don't need any villains, but thank you very much, dude. Ba, 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 da, 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 ba, 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 da, da. Well, I try my best. I don't know if I was lagging out to the entire show. I hope I wasn't. Um, but yeah, thank you for joining me, everyone who is listening to this afterwards. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you liked some of the drama. I have to edit some of the parts out of this video where I accidentally revealed um, the names of the persons I was talking about. But if you're watching this, it should be gone. Like, there shouldn't be anything about it. But yeah, okay. Curse this cutting out. It only happened during the song. Okay. Another stream is done today. Another ending we have made. Thank you so much for watching and being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we talked about Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse, how it should be adapted into a tabletop actual play. 'Cause nobody has done that before. Today, I was supposed to record the first episode, the pilot for the podcast. It was gonna be session 0 of an actual play podcast. I had 3 people with me, voice actors that I recruited for this project. My new project. But don't worry, I'm still working on Epithet inscribed. Don't think that I'm not, because I am. But anyways, I got these people to work with me on this podcast, and it turns out they don't know what an actual play podcast is. They started asking me questions when it was supposed to be a recorded session. They didn't want to get into Zoom because their information was gonna get leaked. But I was like, dude, just change your name. Oh. They didn't want to use Zoom. They said it was stupid that I was like hosting them in 2 different places at the same time. That why a Discord is needed if you're recording on Zoom. And I had to explain to them why I was doing that. I've never had to explain myself to anyone in 10 years in this field. I never had to deal deal with people just asking really simple things like this. I know I'm not saying they're stupid or dumb, but come on. You could have asked me questions for the 3 months that we were not recording. Wendy did her part. She actually collabed. She tried to defend me. She tried to really help me. Oh, it was really sweet, actually. Because his bozos didn't know how to play. Why are you here? They're asking me for money when I said it was no pay. They're asking me what they need to do when it was an improv show. They're asking me, what are the people you're trying to reach for if we can't swear? I'm like, what the heck are you doing here? It's so unprofessional. They said to me. They said I was so unprofessional because I didn't give them enough stuff to prepare. When I did, I literally did multiple times. They just didn't ask me questions about anything, even though I asked, do you have any questions? They said, no, I'm good, I get it. And then they asked questions on the day we're supposed to record. What the heck? People are so confusing to me. Anyways, I should just say goodbye. Goodbye. I boot them out of the call. They were making me stressed, and I just can't deal with another burden. So hey, if they were gonna do that all along, instead of doing what they came for, you know, they started asking many questions. So goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. Goodbye. Goodbye. I hope you learn from this lesson that no one's gonna hire you if you don't ask questions before you start the job. You're gonna get fired, you know.